Cash, and I'm back out in the garage working on the $50 budget trailer build. So last I left off, I just figured out how to get the tailgate up and down. The rails are finished, the uprights are done. So I guess this makes this part 5, and in part 5 I'm going to be welding on the D-rings. So you should see the D-rings there, like for when I need to strap things down. But I'm thinking I'm gonna put one in this corner, one here, one here, one in this corner. I'll probably put one, I can put one on either side of this here, and then I can put one on the side here. Inside of the bed or right about here, I don't want to put any. I thought about putting a D-ring right in the middle there, and I still might. I know I can't do it in the back, because if I do it in the back, then the tailgate won't fold down. If I have the clearance to put the tailgate down, and I think I do, because I think that line, this line here might be where the tailgate ends. But if I have the clearance to put the tailgate down, I might put a D-ring here, so I have one in the middle. And I was contemplating putting one on the outside of either of these middle uprights as well. Honestly, I really don't know where I'm gonna put them. I think I'm just gonna start welding, and I mean, I have 12 of them. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I have 4 more to play with. So that's another 2. That leaves me another 2. I kind of feel like I need to put some more towards the back of the trailer, or maybe, so let's try to figure this out again. And I know every time I try to put together a plan, it never works out. So I have one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8. I have 12. I thought about doing one here and one on the outside there. That's 10. That leaves 2. Now if I don't do the extra ones there and there, what about putting some up like here and maybe here on top of the rails? I think that's what I might do. Alright, I'm going to start welding, and I will see how easily these things get welded onto the trailer. And I think that'll be the determining factor. If they go on easy and I'm not having a difficult time welding them on, probably just keep on welding. Okay, so what you see here is the 2 D-rings on this middle crossbar here. What I did on the other side and what I'm going to do on this side after I clean it up here. Alright, so this will be considered a root pass, that first pass. But what I want to do is I want to tie all of this in together across this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real time me going from here to here, from here to here, kind of like sewing. Alright, so hopefully I'm not blocking you and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go from here to here, from here to here, kind of going all the way across the V here, the middle, and pausing on either side. I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna show you this in real time. Now I'm gonna weld uphill, not downhill. All right. All right, so there's my weld, tied everything in. That would be considered like a cover pass. Honestly, that doesn't look too daggone bad. So there's a close-up of the stitch that I did in between the two. That doesn't look too bad. Not at all. I'm sure I probably could have done a little bit better. Right, so still out in the garage working, but I made a mistake, and I want to point this mistake out so in hopes that if you're doing something similar to what I'm doing, you're using this as a base or a guide to what you're going to be doing, that you don't make the same mistake I just did. And let me show you what I did. So that there is the D-ring. Do you notice anything? That D-ring extends past the side of the rail. When I designed the gate, I designed the gate to fit pretty much perfectly inside that rail. Now, thank goodness, this rail is slightly out of square so that the gate can get up and past this. But what I'm gonna have to do is cut this off because I'm not gonna leave it there. And I will look at the D-ring and see whether or not it's salvageable. If it's salvageable, I'll save it and maybe turn it the other way. If it's not, with the one D-ring I have left, I thought about turning it the opposite way, but I think I might put it square in the front of the trailer on the top rail, or either in the front. Nonetheless, actually, I will put it, if this one isn't salvageable, I'll put it square in the front up there. But quick, wanted to make sure I pointed that out in case anyone else is doing the same exact thing, to make sure that you don't make the same mistake I did. So before I forget, or before I cut this off, I wanted to show you, still hot. This is actually a pretty nice weld. This is, I went over it once and then I went back over it because I figured this was probably gonna be, need some additional rigidity. Same thing on the other side. I mean, that is definitely some of the prettiest welding I think I've ever done. And all for naught. I'm getting ready to cut it off. Damn it. All right, so as I said before, I tried to get that D-ring off the back. It really wasn't coming off, or nothing else was doing with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I'm gonna weld this D-ring, the last D-ring, onto the front, the very front of the trailer in the on this top rail. And I'm gonna show you real time me welding this. There you have it. That actually looks pretty daggone good. Pretty proud of myself. My welding is definitely getting better. Only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bead on this end and a little bead on that end. Perfect. Now I'll take care of the back side and I'm done. All right, so I'm back and I'm done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you around the trailer to show you the D-rings that I put on. You saw the one up at the top, one there, one there, one there, one in this corner, two on the outside corner here, two on that side outside, two on that outside corner, one there, and one here on this outside corner. So I should be able to wrap everything up pretty nicely as far as tying things down. All right, there you have it for tonight. This video should be hopefully a little bit shorter than some of the last video. That last video was like 20 some odd minutes. Hopefully this one may be under 10. Though I did do some real-time action to give you a perspective on why it takes so long. Each one of those welds can take a minute maybe, just depending on how slow and how much has to be welded. So thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. If you have any questions about how to use a grill, how to grill, just questions period, leave a question in the comment below and I will do my best to try and answer it for you.